Hey everyone, Melina here. I am here to share with you a couple of thoughts, and this goes out to all of you foster adoptive step parents. Okay, here you go. Blended families, them too. Alright. Why is it so hard to love them? I feel anger and resentment towards them. Why is it not natural to love them? Why can't I love them as my own like I do my younger children? Should I call the case manager and have them removed? All of those thoughts right there, those are mine. I've had them before. Obviously, like the last one, that one was one that went through my mind pretty much on a daily basis until the day we adopted them. And luckily, the day we adopted them, that's now gone. So yay. But all of the other ones are still there. It's still hard. It's still a struggle. But let me tell you something. Since sharing our story on our blog, Instant Family of Six, and sharing it, on all our social media pages, I've heard from so many different people that my thoughts, I'm not the only one thinking them. And I've heard so many people say, thank you for sharing, because I thought I was alone and I thought I was a bad mom or a bad parent. And I'm here to say, no, you're not. Those feelings are normal. It's not normal to keep them bunched up. So we're going to talk about that, okay? But just know you're not alone and you're not a bad parent, okay? Fostering and adoption is not always easy. I'm going to say always easy because some people, there are those cases that everything just clicked. It was meant to be. It was perfect. But as we know, even parenting is not perfect. Okay, so let's just talk here for a little bit of why that is the case, though, for fostering and adoption. There's something called post-adoption depression syndrome. It impacts 65% of all adoptive moms. And I want to include dads too, because I feel like Bryce went through this as well shortly after the kids entered our home. I felt like he felt overwhelmed. Now, what is this exactly? Stress is the leading reason to PADS, post-adoption depression syndrome. And the common reason why is attachment and bonding problems. Okay, attachment and bonding problems, 65%. So if you're feeling like, oh my gosh, like, am I the only one? No, you're not. 65% of all fostering, well, I'm including fostering because I feel like that's common, but adoptive parents go through this, okay? It takes work and commitment from both sides, from both the children and from the parents. And bonds do not happen overnight. It's not like a 7-year-old's going to be dropped off at your door and you're just going to hit it off and they're going to see you as somebody who saved them. That's might be the case for some, but it takes work. It takes time, okay? I cannot express enough how important it is to communicate, have an open communication with your kids. Honestly, I received our kids when they were 5 and 7, and from probably early on, I started sharing with them my feelings. And that did two things, guys. First of all, they knew that something was up with me. And so by me sharing my feelings, it kind of like they felt like they could trust me because I was honest with them and I wasn't hiding or keeping things from them. And the other thing, it taught them and showed them how to share their feelings, give them that example of what to do when you're feeling frustrated and how to share that feelings without, yelling, screaming, all those other ways that kids do. So I would do that even from like a young age. Like I do that now with even my 2-year-old and my 1-year-old. If they're doing something that's frustrating and it's frustrating me, I talk to them about it. And guys, you might not think that they're understanding it or getting it, but something starts to click, okay? And then I even will say that these conversations have brought us closer together. Don't push the process. Don't rush the process. I know that sometimes it's easy to say, you know, I want this to happen, you know, like for me as a mom, it has been so hard that like I felt like my nurturing side, like I'm a nurturer, I'm a mom, I was a teacher. This should be something that's easy for me, but don't knock yourself down if it's not. Just continue to do simple exercises to strengthen your relationships. And I'm saying simple exercises because they really can be. Like sometimes when we're overwhelmed, we're like, I don't know how this is ever going to work out. But even like reading to your child while they're sitting on your lap, doesn't matter the age, that can make a big difference. Coloring with them, that can make a difference. There's so many other things like, washing their feet, putting lotion on them, telling them all the things that you admire of them. Because sometimes all they're hearing are, don't do this, don't do that, you know? So share with them all the positives, and that will help strengthen that relationship and help them feel like they can trust you and let you in, all right? It takes a village to raise children. Like that is a known quote, and that's like for children in general. If you're a foster and adoptive parent, that rings true completely. Don't try to do it by yourself. Don't try to bottle up these feelings. Don't try to feel ashamed. I did. It doesn't help. Start and let people in, let people help. And there are some professionals that can do amazing work to help your family, to help your children feel safe and comfortable with you. Okay. And one of the later posts, I think I'll go into great detail of the resources that are out there for you if you're a foster or adoptive family specifically, but they're, you know, and everyone you can find the resources too. Join groups. Okay, that's huge, guys. There are so many groups. I know if you go to an agency, I think most agencies have support groups for adoptive foster families. But I know if you have 4 kids or a lot of kids and you're driving them around, that might be hard for you and overwhelming for you. At least it was for me. Join Facebook groups. There's so many Facebook groups or forums that can help, where you can ask questions and people can give you their advice. And here's a little plug I might do. I just started a Facebook group and it's called How to Bond. And the sole purpose of that is to help parents strengthen their relationship with their children. So if you're having a concern or you're having an issue and you're feeling alone, please join this group and we can talk about different things to help you out and support you. Because again, I'm going to say it, don't try to do this alone, okay? Don't. It's hard, too hard, okay? And then something that I've really enjoyed, I know that I said I'll do resources later, but attachment therapy, that's been huge for us. We've done it one-on-one with the kids and it's so great, okay, like so great. So to end, I just want to share a quote from my sister-in-law. She adopted her son from the foster care system, and she told me this on one of the days where I was like, I can't do this anymore. She said, we are not perfect, we will never be, but we made orphans into our sons and daughters. Remind yourself of that. Okay, guys, parenting is hard. We're not expected to be perfect, although sometimes we might put that on ourselves, so this needs to go a lot better than it's going. Remind yourself, you don't need to be perfect to be a parent. That's not a requirement. Know you're not alone, and I just want to say you got this, all right? Have a great day, and we'll have more discussions later. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share, okay?